previous games, and they know they just need to get behind them. But it does force out a bunch of Purifies as well.
What if they go Yuzong this time? Oh, they don't. Oh, I actually didn't want to pose this possibility. Because if they go Claude here,
Freya's open.
Freya's open. Aurora are willing to give that Claude up, meaning that they are probably going to go for something like the Leomord style aggressive lineups.
Or they go Freya, Yi, and Shin.
Oh, so that it isn't a little bit too Gila with the aggressiveness and they balance it out. You still need a little bit of farm.
Yeah. This could be potentially scary, right? The Freya would be interesting to see. They go for Kimmy alongside with the Khalid to double down on that mid lane, completely omitting the matchup and saying, you know what, we can wait, let's pose a different problem.
There's no need to rush it. We know that the Claude is here. How Gila
game. With the Hilda, it's high impact. But now, when you have access to the Khalid, even if you give the Yve on over, hey, you hit me a couple of times, that's fine. I'll heal back up, I'll still clear waves faster than you, and I will always be a threat.
They pick up the Zetien without the Cho or without the Hilda available. Aurora can just spend the next two bans here, taking out the best heroes he can pair with the Zetien. As I mentioned, the Cho, as it helps clear out the minion waves much quicker. You know, those heroes that want to pack a concussive blast so that they can get that fast clear. Will they pick up the gold laner here so that they don't have to worry about it too much? And they will. They want a Dominant Guide on a Harith that for a good amount of 2025 was the most feared pick in the hands of Aurora Gaming Philippines.
Does mean that Aurora needs to start thinking about the second half of the draft now. They could go back into a sandbag style of EXP laner, but considering the Yuzong performance we saw the last time, the Zitian is going to be a little bit harder to deal with overall, especially when her passive is up.
Yeah, if anything, it's SRG who has room to play maybe the Yuzhong. Again, you're already ruining the formations with the Fury the Phoenix. What more? A rogue dragon flying around. I think Aurora should consider taking out EXP lane options. There's the one. There's the Esmeralda.
Yeah. Not only EXP, but Flex as well. SRG still has some room of flexibility for their roam and EXP combined. So
I don't know if they're worried about damaged EXP laners, right? Because when I'm looking at the lineup, they're like, yes, there are people who are susceptible, but they also fall to the same tragedy of Atlas at the end of the day. And that's something that we've seen SRG whip out multiple times.
And I'm worried because Aurora may have gotten overloaded. A lot of Cram's favorites are still available. The Uranus, the Phoveus,
Yuzong, Alice,
Arlott.
And Arlots usually are one of the responses.
They can't ban all of those.
Yeah, exactly. So it's damage control for Aurora. Well, for Salong or Red Giants, they will be very happy that they have a wide pool of EXP laners that they can go for. Especially if Aurora decide to show their EXP laner already on Blue 4 in the hopes of trying to minimize what Cram can pick, they might just end up with a better matchup.
If I'm reading the draft correctly, Red 4 is going to be for Demon Kite. And then they'll try to win that EXP lane matchup via Red 5. Because again, if Cram doesn't play well, I think it's safe to say, Gideon, you can back me up, SRG just do not take off.
No, not with the ban on the Alice here. I think they're going to go Uranus instead and then hold up for Fanny to maybe potentially attack Stormy in the mid lane pre-level 4.
There you go. They can't ban everything, but they can narrow it down.
I wouldn't be so confident with picking up the Fanny if we are going to let Yumes get the Cho again, get Cho Zetien together. That's very fast wave clear to set up for Sakai's.
That's why Red 5 is open. That's what Rora's hedging on.
There's the Arlott. I like the Uranus because then SRG would want to pick up the Lapu-Lapu, but they won't really have a lot of the damage to annoy that Uranus as much. But hell, it's Edward. He might just end up saying, Coach, give me something explosive. Give me something that can set up and be aggressive.
If we do see the Uranus here, I think it's going to be Kalia Lapu or Kalia Yuzong for the side of SRG.
This land is our home.
Oh, they take Lapu. What?
I think it is what I said. It was like, Coach, let me be me.
There's room for the Yi and Shin still. So I think they're both protecting the Yi and Shin and just picking up good peel. And again, taking it away as well from Cram.
it just means that Aurora is going to be playing towards the gold side of their map, right? Because they don't know what the Lapu-Lapu is going to deal with. He's kind of going in blind into this draft, so whether he quote-unquote wins the matchup or not isn't really up to him.
And I think SRG can also just pick up the Uranus so they can kind of stop this imminent usage and threat.
But what if it is going to be utility for Aurora, though? I mean, they are going to be lacking the vision, and the Matan Shocker would be great against a Zetian. Yes, I will say it now. Isunfin is the most likely pick. But what if it is utility? What if they are looking at Lapu-Lapu and Kali thinking we have enough physical, let's set up for our magic damage dealers, and let's pick up utility in the jungle.
Wow.
Left. SRG here, lock in the CC for Cram and the Gatot for Yums. What utilities left besides the Barats and the Akai? Even Guinevere got banned.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Just give me my Panda. I mean, yeah, again, Wise is most likely, but just give me my Panda.
Because I'm also 50-50 on this.
Prepare for the return.
There it is! There it is! We alluded to it! Oh, we're pretty good at this. We could be analysts.
Oh my goodness, yeah. Again, really good call here. If they went for the Yushin, it would just be too much economy to invest, but what a composition. And I think even from the side of SRG, they were alluding to it with the CC.
They look deep for this.
I will say this now, though, this is so close, and I'm glad that the stats show it. Early to mid-game potential leaning towards Aurora. Late-game potential, a little bit more SRG recovers there. The stats are leaning towards Aurora, but this is definitely one of those lineups where you cannot mess up. Perfect MLBB is what's needed. Who are we feeling for these drafts? Real quick, Gideon.
I'm going to say SRG on this one.
I didn't call the Akai for nothing. Let's go, Aurora!
I'm guessing Aurora here. This will be legendary. This will determine who makes it to the grand finals first. Mirko and Naisu set the stage for us.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the last game of the evening. We've had a hell of a series, and now it's come down to this, a game of 5 to get to the grand final. Will it be the first ever for the Malaysians to make it an M-Series grand final, or will it be Aurora to make it their way to be the first Filipino team in M7 to get to the grand final spot? Here we are, it's me, Naisu, and Mirko to bring you this game 5.
And either way, Naisu, what a story. The first Malaysian team to make it to a World Championship, or Aurora Gaming Philippines, a team coming into this tournament with a narrative of the chokers, the ones who always fail when it matters most, the one that finally gets to shine the brightest in the world stage.
Be massive either way, man. The story couldn't be better for either team to make it through, and you know, to even go through this draft and bring an Akai, for example, a utility hero that doesn't get picked up pretty much at all. But because of the way the draft and the bans went, and because there was a really hard focus on Demon Kite's utility picks, he goes to the Akai. And you always have to remember, this hero alone could either work for your team or against it.
Okay. I thought it was going to be a big miscalculation there, not hitting level 4, but he ends up getting the XP crab anyways, so really, it's all good. Emblems-wise, I don't think there's anything too crazy here, right? Yeah. It really looks like just the standard stuff. The Impure Rage for Demon Kite. I guess he's just thinking there's not going to be any invades. He's going to be fine because he's up against a Leomord, not an assassin, right? Sky's Phantom Steed over on Light has the flicker, will use it, and now Phantom Steed is down, so Aurora have a chance.
Yeah, that's actually pretty good. Even though the flicker was used by Light, Turtle's up, Demon Kite's going to go ahead and start it up. Cram hitting that level 4 too, so they'll get in position for the first turtle of the game, but without a Phantom Seed, this might be a little difficult.
And all in over on Yums, Fury of the Phoenix coming down, 4-man stun as well. Cram now from the side, pops in the current call, does a bit of damage over the Demon Kite, but the red tree is there for him to claim Turtle 1.
It's all they need, clean and steady right now. First objective secured. Nothing too fancy with this kind of lineup. That's not what you're going to see here. Now for SRG, they might be the ones to be a little more aggressive because of the fact that they brought the Leomord in play, plus they have the Zetian that they can rely on. And again, Innocent going on this hero that he's played so many times, is able to go ahead and scale up really well on this Claude. The same can be said for Demon Kite. There was a thing, back in the MPL Philippines, he was the best Harith in the league and probably the best still. So this is such a great matchup, that Harith, that Claude that we've been seeing so much throughout the Swiss stage, and even now, even though he was kind of slept on a little bit in the beginning stage of the knockouts, Claude is still a menace to deal with. And so with that, again, you're just going to see a whole lot of poking back and forth. You know, this is a little bit different too, because we've seen so much of Cho, for example, where you're playing around that level 4, the Kaleas, right, the pickoff potential.
Uh-oh, he's going to be caught on the Raging Sandstorm there. Good timing by Doming. They're actually waiting around the BMI, and he actually gets the resets too. So I'm not even sure if Innocent actually got the gold crab, but he lost that on Purify, and now he's low.
Yeah, he's low right here. He's going to have to rely on SRG just in case they need to support him up here in that gold lane. But Domain Kite, fine. Unless they go for something else. SRG might be looking for a play elsewhere. They still have 30 seconds for that turtle to be up. Demon Kite, again, tanky enough. One of the players that still really likes to lean towards utility junglers if they can. I mean, we saw a really good kind of back and forth between the utility compositions, but teams were still pretty much, I would say, like almost 80% of the time, maybe 90% of the time, pick up assassin junglers. Demon Kite, a specialist, I would say, as utility jungle. So buff secured, turtles up, second one of the game. Aurora Gaming Philippines already in position. Light has the angle here if he wants to go for it. Traction pulse.
Yeah, lands on Stormy, a bit more pro coming down as the Bravest Fighter gets used up by Edward. Now with the stun on 2. Fury the Phoenix as well. Sky's looking for an opening now, but Demon Kite goes in and it's giving the retry win. He goes for the heavy spin. Now Sky's gonna be pinned down over to Turtle.
Oh, Sakai's pinned down, can't get away. First blood to Demon Kite and the second turtle.
What a pin up top. Domain gets a shot down. Oh my goodness, he might be going for the dive, but he misses the synchro vision and he calls it quits. Demon Kite up top with the pressure. This is the systematic Aurora Gaming Philippines in a game 5, bro. They went back to their comfort.
This is back to the roots, right? Oh no, Yooms, is he gonna get zoned in here?
He escaped. I don't think Aurora want to bite on this pick, yeah. Instead, they rotate back. They just go for the turret now. That's gonna be the shots coming in from Stormy as Demon Kite gets taken low, but Selangor Red Giants can't push in forward.
They had to do that though. At least Yooms was there to go ahead and keep that turret alive, even though it just got a sliver of health left. They keep that going. Now looking at the itemization here, first item's already locked in for the gold laners, DHS for Innocent. You got the Starlium Scythe now for Domain Kite. Defensively too, things being a whole lot of tough boots, of course, to deal with that crowd control, but only that Fury Hammer, and still Sakai is working on that first item here for this Leo Mord. And same thing, I mean, Stormy on the Sentinel, whoa, they're not stopping.
1v1, BMI out with the Blazing Wind already used. Light now comes in with damage, Raging Sandstorm from Light. The Fury of the Phoenix catches him on their turret, so at least there's a trade. As Demon Kite's gonna be chased down, as Skies pops the Steed. But again, he just rotates up top. He will deny the turret take.
Great response, but a better trade for Aurora Gaming Philippines. You know, you're trading out your gold laner for the roam. Light goes down, but here's Yooms.
Heavy spin, pinning him down. Pops gonna revitalize in time, but can he escape? No, the synchro vision pops him through.
They got the payback for the roam right there as they lock down Yooms. So a great response once again. That turret's still gonna stay up. Third turtle of the game here in a few seconds. Now the War Axe available to Skies. He's got that. He's got his buff as well. He actually wants to go ahead and contest this though. As Demon Kite's grabbing his purple. Light's giving the information over here, but they're going to be able to rotate just in time for this turtle.
That's so much damage on Skies. Half HP. AOG coming out with Raging Sandstorm from Light. And Demon Kite with the retry gets it. Innocent pops in a Blazing Nuets.
Demon Kite's done it again, and now they're going to be going for Yooms.
Cram in the midst of it all. Pops in a curtain call. Now going for the chase, but it's going to be the Kite away. Now it's Edward on to Stormy, forcing the flicker out as Doming goes up top. Doesn't have some on force. Light goes in over the Crab, but it gets away in time with the sprint. Meanwhile, Edward in mid again holding Innocent and Yooms down.
Ooh, it looks like SRG is just trying to catch their breath in this game 5. If it's not Demon Kite securing the objectives, it's Edward crashing on, forcing battle spells down. Light on this side of the map, behind enemy lines. There's Demon Kite.
Finds Innocent, Purify out there. Fear the Phoenix coming down, but Doming gets the turret. Now Crab looking for the trade, pops in the curtain call. Edward in the midst of it all. Now 2-match done by Edward. Sky still able to escape with the help of the Yooms. Demon Kite goes in with the headbutts.
Oh, Sakai's is gone. This is all on the side of the jungle of SRG. They'll capitalize another kill and the buff. Aurora Gaming Philippines is not letting up at all. They've got control of this game.
And with every fight they take, they push the lead a bit more towards them. it started off as a 1K gold lead. I swore in the early game, it looked like, all right, SRG are going to scale, they're going to try to play it slow, but then they go for these fights, and you're like, okay, it looks even, some of these trades. Then Light comes in with a big Raging Sandstorm. Edward gets a big chunk of damage of AoE with the slashes.
These are some of the most comfort picks that Aurora Gaming Philippines has played in the last professional season of the MPL Philippines, and they're showcasing it here today in Game 5. And even for SRG, you could say these are comfort picks too, to an extent. But right now, they're just getting outmaneuvered around the map. And that's the power always of when you think you have this utility jungler, you can move the way you want to move around the map, you can find that lockdown that you're looking for, and it just layers so well. So for SRG, if they want to approach this in the best way possible, it's all on that scaling for Innocent. He's got to be able to get there. He still has plenty of time. He is behind though, right? You're at the 9-minute mark. Again, that Trinity for the Claude usually before the 10-minute mark. He does pick up a golden staff, so he's down 1 item on this. That's very difficult. Here's the Lord fight though. Are they going to take it?
Light was able to bait out the passive of Stormy already. Look at how fast they're blitzing the Lord. Traction pulse over Innocent, able to bring him back, and that's Demon Kite securing Lord 1. Aurora pulling no stops.
Man, I don't know how you stop this Panda, man. Demon Kite on the Sakai. It's one of the better heroes. I know it's slept on in the draft, but it's still one of the better heroes to go ahead, secure objectives. If anybody gets close, you usually heavy spin them away to get that retribution off. And they're gonna take this tier 2 tower up top as Demon Kite just stares down SRG, threatening them to force a fight if they want to. Holy Crystal now online. Over here for Demon Kite. Just checking things out with the Raging Sandstorm.
Wanted to bait a few resources, right? Innocent just backs away with the BMI. But again, this lead is getting to a point where it's a big problem. Like Silago Red Giants, they have Innocent to scale. Zetian, I'm guessing as well. Traction Pulse baits out the BMI. But they don't really have a body right now. Sky's a 0-3-0. I don't think he can pull off an Edward on Yuzong type of 0-3-0, Brian.
Yeah, this is going to be way more difficult to make it worth for Cram and the rest of the team of SRG. You know, you waited 10.5 minutes. You got to start to make something happen here because you're in this last game, this Game 5, with that potential chance to get to the grand final on the line here for both of these teams. But look at the difference in itemization across the board. It's tough, man. Yum's probably the closest here amongst it all. Yeah, he's only 600 gold difference, but I'll tell you what, the impact of Light right now in this Khalid is just doing so much more than what Yums is capable of doing. If that means just getting the passive out from Stormy, if that means getting some of the battle spells, and even then, the Raging Sandstorm is threat enough, and Light knows it. And that's why they're able to go ahead and play that upper hand. Also, on the gold lane, you still need so much more time for Innocent here. He's building into that Corrosive Scythe. But even so, if that Trinity is online, it's going to be a hell of a time to get into the fight, man, because of the fact that you have Nakai to worry about. You have also Light there peeling for the team or starting things up in Edward as well. So now this purple buff for the taking from SRG. You're still plenty of time, 40 seconds away from this Lord to come up.
And now SRG are forced to, again, group up together. Stick is 3 into the bottom lane. They're being starved by Aurora Gaming Philippines right now. There's no way for them to actually just brute force walk into their own jungle alone. And Light's been able to take these poke like it's nothing.
Yeah.
Stormy, this is a 100% win rate Zetian, right? Is it still a 100% win rate? I believe so. So, oh my, Innocent? PMI already. Light wants to go in. Raging Sandstorm! Innocent pops in the Blazing Duet. And he pops in a Purify as well. That's big Edward! 2-man stun with the Bravest Fighter. Now goes back. That is all they need.
Oh, okay. Fury of the Phoenix used there too. Keeping things under control. But the Lord is up now. Battle spell down. That's the Purify for Innocent. And so, if SRG is thinking about contesting this Lord, it's probably not going to happen.
They cannot. Not without a Purify on the main man.
They just got to wait. They got to buckle in as Lord is going to be secured here for Aurora Gaming Philippines. At the 12:40-minute mark, Divine Glaive picked up now too for Dome and Kite. And they have everything they need to approach the space of SRG. I'm not saying they can end it here, but with this kind of lead, 8,000+ gold at this point, this type of itemization and this composition could potentially end it off of a first Lord push.
Demon Kite, over the course of, I would say, the run to get it to upper bracket finals, has been behind against Carl Teasy in gold, losing out individually against, again, I feel like also against Izuki, losing out individually in gold. And it's usually because he's on a utility pick. Now he's on a Kai, and he's 2,000 gold ahead of Skies.
Like, who else is going to play the Akai? Other than maybe Demon Kite and, I don't know, Carl Teasy.
Can't think of anyone else who's still in MLBB.
Right? It's one of those things, yeah. There's Redmar. I can hear him in my ear, man. Redmar will probably play it too. He is him.
Gotta get that check.
Gotta get that check. There's the Lord pushing into this bottom turret. They want to go ahead and potentially force this.
Innocent already with the BMI. That's gonna be the Lord taking down the base turret in the bottom lane. This is quite big, but it's not the worst for Selangor Red Giants, just because, again, Lord's gonna be spawning in the bottom lane, so they'll be able to handle it here. Light!
Well, look at Sky. He's going on this off angle too. Is he actually gonna initiate a fight? From this angle, no. They cleared out the minions. Lord is cleared as well. They lost one base turret. And so this, more than anything, is Aurora Gaming Philippines knowing that they're up 10,000 gold, but sticking to mastering the basics here, man. I hate to say it, right? But they are doing exactly that. They're sticking with the basics. They're sticking to the fundamentals. And every team will go ahead and say how important that is. Even when you have this kind of lead, you can't lose that focus. And Steed.
Demon Kite in with a headbutt. That's gonna be Light caught on the back spot, taunted down as well by Yums. Here the Phoenix locking him down. AOG as well onto Edward, but he is CC immune with the Bravest Spider.
Yums does not want to, okay, he doesn't have AOG. This is interesting though. SRG just kind of keeping Aurora Gaming in check, but here's the re-engage. Zaman Force drop down, and it's just the answer, the response from Aurora Gaming.
How is it still so tense with a 10,000 gold lead, dude?
The crazy thing is 1 to 5 in terms of the kills, right? But there's this tension in this game 5 between these two teams, because I just think it's at what's stake here, Miracle. It's that grand final spot. It's a huge story for both teams to get there, and SRG they understand that we got to go ahead and just buckle in. We need to go ahead and scale up. Like I said, your Innocent is nearly there. He's got to get a little bit of defensiveness, obviously. Winter Nature, we've also seen Winter Crowns pop up too. Might be the case in this sense when if they can extend it. I don't know, 5+ minutes. They got to get to the 20-minute mark, I feel like, here. Divine Glaive picked up by Stormy, though. This 5 to the Lord, it looks like they want to actually contest this Lord, though, if they can.
But can they? Traction Pulse already baited out there. Light already backing away. Now the bottom wave, they have to deal with it, but Domeng and Demon Kite are still holding on to it. Selangor Red Giants say, we cannot contest. Aurora Gaming Philippines secure the Lord. Huh? Oh, Skies.
I think the Phantom Seed might have been just thrown out there just to see if he could get the orange buff. I'm not sure, but nonetheless, they knew they couldn't fight and contest. So they'd rather go ahead and defend into the base. Malefic Gun actually picked up here.
Wow.
Now. 4 Innocent might be just saying, you know what? Let's just make this defense count. Let's make this one potentially turn it around. We need a crucial defense to stay in this. As Lord makes its way down the bottom side, Conceal's going to be used.
It's going to be popped as well, though. Edward goes in with the Bravest Spider. Now jumps all the way into the back line, but Innocent's able to pop in a Blazing when it gets sustained. Winter Crown already from Edward, and now the base. Beauty of the Phoenix.
Oh, they get stunned here. Check, the Lord is going to be worked on.
Wow.
And it looks like SRG, even with 11,000 gold deficit, will still be able to defend.
That was... Wait, Yums takes a long route over. Kram dives onto Edward with a current call, but now he's caught in the bad spot. He has to sprint. He's able to get away. Light with the Raging Sandstorm and the Flicker. Now it's Kram turning things around with the help of Yums as well. He goes for the taunt as Innocent's right there. Domeng!
There's a jump on the defense. They want to disengage, and it looks like Aurora wants to do the same. This is the tension we've been talking about. Wow.
Folks, my heart is beating so hard right now, and it's not the Red Bull. It's not the Red Bull, it's the game.
Oh man, this game has wings. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I don't even know how SRG has been able to go ahead and have such great base defense. Aurora Gaming, even playing around that Lord, man, they just haven't been able to get much use out of the Lord.
At least now it's value, because even with that Lord not getting anything,
yeah,
look at where the next Lord placement is. It's up top, so they have the far lane control in the bottom lane without having to do anything, right? So that's a win still for Aurora Gaming Philippines. The only loss they took there is the scaling of SRG. Now, Innocent has more time to build up to either a Winter Crown, probably win a crown, not win a Nature here.
Mirko, the impressive thing is SRG doesn't have anything on the map. Like, they've been able to defend in the base despite...
Not a single turret, you're right.
That's what I'm saying. Not a single turret is down. Nothing has gone right in terms of objectives for SRG. But what has gone right is the fact that they've somehow buckled in. They're nearing that 20-minute mark, and that's where I was saying that was the crucial point for them to potentially turn a game around. That's why we always say, even when you're down this much gold, depending on how your composition is and the items that you have, you can still be a threat to this team. And that's why Aurora Gaming Philippines, we say it's discipline, but at some point, at what point do you say, man, they waited way too long. They hesitated too long to end the game. They weren't able to end the game. They love MLBB that much.
They love MLBB, dude.
Almost 20 minutes here. Lord up, evolve this time. This might be the first time that SRG actually decides to contest a Lord here, but Stormy's so far away, Light's gonna be able to spot this out as Aurora Gaming Philippines holds on to the Lord. It's under half health.
That wave's not good. Stormy has to rotate, but Light is holding this position already. They're holding it in, just barely at the edge of it. Edward with the Bravest Fighter coming down now. Skies also behind the panel. Seeing Light in the back line, able to bomb into Purify. Purify Phoenix Light's gonna be caught. He's able to heal in time. Good stun by Edward. Demon can't get him, but now Cram walks in forward. Light pops in, conceal. Aurora Gaming Philippines get the Evolved Lord.
That is a massive Lord to walk in to potentially end the game. And as I've been saying for SRG, they have defended time and time again. The Giants will not have their fortress taken so easily. Can they do it again? They have to. That's the only option they have. Light still has an immortality. The Lord finally spawning and making its way down the bottom side here. How can they pull this off? SRG, they've got to almost have a miracle for this one.
They played it perfect in the last Lord fight, but it's hard to do it when it's an evolved Lord. Aurora can just stack up around the Lord. And look at the turn in the mid lane, it's so low.
Half health here, under half health for that mid turret. Lord makes its way down the bot. They've got to deal with it here.
Fraction pulse doesn't land on anyone. Now it's going to be Innocent, trying to deal as much damage as possible as Edward dives into the back. Innocent pops in the blaze to win over on Edward, but this raging stack just comes through. They're fighting on the Lord. Demon Kai already using a heavy spin. That's going to be Yums jumped away from Fury the Phoenix.
Fury the Phoenix is using, they're still going.
They deal with the Lord, live with the raging sandstorm. Yums still able to survive Innocent. BMI to the back as Doming already uses his Amon Force. Mid lane base turn with ball. How the Selangor Red Giants hold on to this game.
Selangor Red Giants won't have the base taken so easily.
Against an evolved Lord.
Man, they still do it. They don't have any space to work with, no base, no turrets down. But they're still showing that they can defend and fight against Aurora Gaming. That is an evolved Lord that was dealt with in the best way possible.
We are still at 6 kills.
That hasn't changed in a while, Mirko. I mean, 6 kills, no turrets.
When was the last time one of them died, dude?
I'll tell you what, I don't know if that's the pro of having this kind of lineup for Aurora Gaming, or for SRG, and the con of Aurora Gaming's lineup. It works so good in the beginning, but you know, at this point of the game, they're having a difficult time actually punching it in and ending it, you know? And we have seen this when it has been utility compositions and that require a setup that has to be perfect. This is the trouble. Winter Crown now available for Innocent.
And a rose gold too, nice too. He's sold his boots. He's bootless. Man's barefoot.
Barefoot Claude. A Winter Crown 2 for Sakai's. Fight with this Lord again. Look at Light's positioning. What are they going to do? Traction Pulse thrown out?
Wait, Cram already used the curtain call. It's on Yue. Light has a very, very good flank on him. Zetian, does he spot him out? He's able to spot him out now as Edward goes able to stun. The Phoenix locking him down. Edward losing immortality. Now Sky's going to go in as well, but he's going to be pinned down by Demon Kai. No one's there to actually dish out damage. Skies will fall to Yue.
They take out Sakai's. They can get the Lord.
Plays into weapon Innocent with a Winter Crown as well. Demon Kai's going to be taken very, very low, but he's able to buy immortality in time. Doming in the back as well. With his stun.
is still alive, and he gets the space, but Domekite will take him out!
He got cooked by the Chrono Dash. Domang has all the shields in the world. Now it's Yums who falls. Cram has immortality. He's gonna fall as well. Involved Lord of the mid lane as Cram dishes out damage to life, but he's gonna be gunned down by Yue.
And that's gonna be it as the Lord makes its way down the mid with Aurora Gaming.
The stage that once haunted them now rises for them. The Northern Lights do not fade. It ignites the Grand Finals.
That ignition, that light will be witness to the entire world. A chance at redemption, a chance at history, and a chance to prove the doubters wrong. Aurora Gaming Philippines makes it to the Grand Finals in an epic 3-2 series against SRG.
Oh, the chokers, the failures, the boys who were doubted, the boys who were never meant to be, have just made it to the Grand Finals. Defeating Selangor Red Giants, who to this point were undefeated at the M7 World Championship. They were the ones to get to match point first, yet Aurora PH stayed consistent. They built, they endured, and now they'll light up the Grand Final stage.
Again, one of the best matches we've seen here. And again, it's not over for SRG. They still have an opportunity, a chance to get to the Grand Finals. They go down in the lower bracket, man, and I'll say what, like Aurora Gaming Philippines grinded for this one, and they made it happen.
Naisu, that lower bracket is literally, figuratively, in all sense of the word, is hell. We got Liquid down there, Spirit, Alter Ego.
And now, SRG.
Damn, bro.
Hey, if you guys have just joined us for some reason in the knockout stage, I'll tell you what, M7 World Championship has been so far the best games we've had in a long time, maybe in ever. And this is just a showcase of how good the teams have gone over the course of the years. And yes, it's still the Philippines getting to the Grand Finals first, but I'll tell you what, I don't know who's gonna end up there in the second spot.
Last time we were in Jakarta, it was a Philippines Grand Finals. Will it be the same? Liquid are still down there. They are still hungry to complete the Golden Road.
We'll find out. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, it's me, Naisu, and Mirko that has brought you this series. We're gonna throw it on stage to hear for our winner's interview.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your first M7 World Championship Grand Finalist, Pilipinas! Give it up for Aurora Gaming Philippines! What an intense series. And of course, we have the entire team with us here. Demon Kite, after last year's early exit, you guys have completely turned the tables around to redeem yourself and reach to the Grand Finals. How important is this victory to you and of course to Aurora Gaming Philippines?
Sobrang importante kasi kumbaga ito yung namin yung revenge namin dun sa last run namin ng M6 So sobrang importante sa team and yun, sobrang saya lang na nakapag-Grand Finals kami.
You said that this win actually means so much to them because it's practically a revenge from their run back in the M6 last year. And of course, they're very much happy on this incredible run to make it to the Grand Finals, Aeterna.
We could tell. Right as the winning moment happened, they were still busy looking at their own gameplay. So even up until this point, even at this winning moment, they're still considering, I think, what's going through, what happened in that earlier game. But now we go to Light. Light, in your first season with the team, you were able to go all the way to the Grand Finals. And now here, take to M7, another Grand Finals. Like, could you talk to us about the hurdles or the challenges that you faced that led you to this point right now?
Sige, like, Tagalog.
You can speak in Tagalog and Rose can translate.
Alam yun eh. Ano ba yung hurdle?
Parang anong pinakamalaking pinagdaanan
Challenges
nyo?
na kinarap ko,
Yes.
ganun? Hindi siya madali since per season. Tapos yung pinalitan ko rin kasi magaling naman talaga si Rere. Tapos marami rin siyang naano sa team, parang na-achieve sila together. Tapos ako napapasok na bago, ganun. Siguro yung mga dapat kong malagpasan na challenges is yung pressure and also yung magiging open sa kanila kasi ako yung bagong salta, so medyo kailangan talaga siya matimbang ng mabuti, ganun.
He said that actually it wasn't easy, definitely, because he entered Aurora Gaming Philippines. He had definitely big shoes to fill after Renegade, who has shared and helped the team so much. So the biggest challenges he had to overcome, of course, it was the pressure, and he had to be open to, the four-man who has already built their chemistry.
That's definitely understandable, Rose.
Yes, I agree. And I'm pretty sure, and I heard from the Swiss Stages interview that Light is actually the light of the team. So I think he blended in just right. And of course, Yue. We know that this series definitely not an
Wherever this cloud drifts, new stories are sure to unfold. Belric nurture.
Welcome to Mobile Legends!
すぐ楽にしてやる。貴様の死をもってな。無駄だ。俺が怖いのか。無駄だ。無駄だ。月を見るたび思い出せ。無駄だ。無駄だ。無駄だ。無駄だ。旅は終わりだ。月を見るた無駄だ。俺が怖いのか。無駄だ。無駄だ。旅は終わりだ。無駄だ。無駄だ。無駄だ。月を見るたび思い出せ。旅は終わりだ。無駄だ。無駄だ。はっはっすぐ楽にしてやる。貴様の死をもってな。すぐ楽にしてやる。貴様の死をもってな。旅は終わりだ。無駄だ。俺が怖いのか。無駄だ。無駄だ。月を見るたび思い出せ。無駄だ。旅は終わりだ。無駄だ。無駄だ。無駄だ。無駄だ。
You have slain an enemy.
旅は終わりだ。無駄だ。すぐ楽にしてやる。貴様の死をもって。無駄だ。俺が怖いのか。旅は終わりだ。無駄だ。無駄だ。無駄だ。無駄だ。無駄だ。無駄だ。す すぐ楽にしてやる。貴様の死をもってな。遊びは終わりだ。無駄だ。無駄だ。無駄だ。無駄だ。無駄だ。無駄だ。無駄だ。無駄だ。遊びは終わりだ。無駄だ。俺が怖いのか。無駄だ。無駄だ。無駄だ。無駄だ。無駄だ。無駄だ。月を見るたび思い出せ。無駄だ。俺が怖いのか。無駄だ。無駄だ。無駄だ。月を見るたび思い出せ。無駄だ。俺が怖い。無駄だ。無駄だ。無駄だ。無駄だ。無駄だ。無駄だ。無駄だ。無駄だ。無駄だ。無駄だ。旅は終わりだ。無駄だ。無駄だ。無駄だ。無駄だ。無駄だ。無駄だ。無駄だ。無駄だ。無駄だ。無駄だ。すぐ楽にしてやる。貴様の死をもってな。旅は終わりだ。無駄だ。無駄だ。無駄だ。
Legendary!
すぐ楽にしてやる。貴様の死をもってな。無駄だ。月を見るたび思い出せ。無駄だ。無駄だ。旅は終わりだ。俺が怖いのか。無駄だ。無駄だ。
Legendary!
無駄だ。すぐ楽にして旅は終わりだ。無駄だ。
Legendary!
無駄だ。無駄だ。無駄だ。無駄だ。旅は終わりだ。無駄だ。無駄だ。
Legendary!
無駄だ。
Victory!
When you're weary and worn, just picture an oasis in front of you.
Please ban a hero. Your team is banning. Your team is picking.
Thorns remain.
The
should
enemy is
petals
picking.
fall.
Let them play the hero. I will be the truth this world desperately needs.
Muscle of iron.
Please
Bones
pick
of
a hero.
steel.
Crowned by heaven's mandate, my legacy shall endure.
I, Minotaur,
The
will
enemy
finish
is
off
picking.
what was left undone.
The daughter of eternity leads you upward.
Time and tide wait for no man. Your team
Our cosmic blaze will never be extinguished!
The enemy is picking.
Of imprisonment.
They call me a hero because I saved my nation from falling apart.
Welcome to Mobile Legends! 5 seconds till the enemy reaches the battlefield. Smash them! All troops deployed!
This world alone befits my ambition. My strategy spans centuries, for those I silently guard. Imperial Phoenix! Divine Will! My crown gleams not with heavenly light, but with the faith of my people. Witness the wrath of the Imperial Phoenix! Insolence! My will shall not be challenged! Plucked from the finest palace blooms. At times I lay awake at night, flooded with memories of yesteryear, of old friends. My legacy, be it glory or infamy, is for history to decide. Imperial Phoenix! Your sentence is death. No refuge from my wrath! First blood!
Slamming the turtle!
Like the burnt peony, I emerge from the ashes. The throne is but a symbol. My right to rule transcends petty court squabbles. Imperial Phoenix! Answer for your transgressions! Imperial Phoenix!
Initiate retreat! Ult is not ready.
My strategy spans centuries, for those I silently guard. Rule with strength and conviction. Blossom with grace and compassion. My legacy, be it glory or infamy, is for history to decide. Divine Will! The throne is but a symbol. My right to rule transcends petty court squabbles.
Enemy battle spell on CD.
Decreed my fall. Like the burnt tree, I emerge from the ashes.
Shut down! Imperial Phoenix! An enemy has been slain! Double kill! An enemy has been slain!
Divine Will! A most auspicious gift. At times I lay awake at night, flooded with memories of yesteryear, of old friends. With each step, I pave a path untrodden,
An ally
forging a
initiate
legacy
retreat!
that shall echo through the ages. from my sight. No rescue from my wrath.
Been destroyed.
Superb tanking.
Imperial Phoenix!
Ult is not ready. Ult is not ready. Ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain.
Superb tanking.
Answer for your transgressions. A young empress must rest to rule wisely.
Ult is ready. Your team destroyed a turret.
Imperial Phoenix! Divine will! My crown gleams not with heavenly light, but with the faith of my people. My legacy, be it glory or infamy, the Phoenix Ray!
Ally has been
Brilliant control.
enemy double. Enemy has been slain.
Superb AoE.
Double kill. Triple kill. Your team destroyed a turret.
Divine will! Imperial Phoenix!
You have been slain. An ally has slain Lord.
From ashes
kill.
to empress,
Mega
my
kill.
rebirth is eternal.
Ult is not ready. Ult is not
Divine will!
Ult is not ready. Your team destroyed the turret.
Imperial Phoenix!
Battle spell in cooldown. Ult is ready. Your team destroyed the turret. Battle spell is ready.
My crown gleams not with heavenly light, but with the faith of my people. Imperial
Destroy
Phoenix!
the turret.
Kneel before your empress.
Request backup.
Imperial Phoenix! Insolence! My will shall not be challenged. Imperial Phoenix! No rescue from my side! That is the price of treason. Shut down! Your sentence is death. My strategy spans centuries for those I silently guard. The Phoenix Ray!
Flawless control! Superb control! Brilliant control!
Imperial Phoenix!
Divine will! You have slain an enemy!
I grant you a noble bearing.
Superb tanking!
Killing spree!
With each step, I pay the path untrodden, forging a legacy that shall echo.
No rescue from my wrath!
Destroyed a turret! Ally has been slain.
The heaven has decreed my fall.
Request Battle Lord!
Ult is ready.
From ashes to empress, my rebirth is eternal. The Phoenix Ray!
Brilliant control!
Enemy has been slain. Your team destroyed the turret.
Brilliant control!
Enemy double. Ally has been
Enemy battle spell on CD.
turret has been destroyed.
Like the burnt peony, I emerge from the ashes.
Our turret has been destroyed.
Imperial Phoenix! My legacy, be it glory or infamy, is for history to decide.
Request launch attack.
Imperial Phoenix! Divine will! Witness the wrath of the Imperial Phoenix! Rule with strength and conviction. Blossom with grace and compassion.
Gather at the Lord!
Divine will! At times I lay awake at night, flooded with memories of destiny, of old friends.
Request backup.
Imperial Phoenix! Divine will! The throne is but a symbol. My right to rule transcends petty court squabbles. Divine will! Divine will! Your sentence is death.
My team destroyed the turret.
Be gone from my sight. No rest from my wrath. Heaven has decreed.
Our turret is under attack. Our turret has been destroyed. Ult is ready. Inhibitor turret is under attack.
Like the burnt peony, I emerge from the
Under
ashes.
attack. Ult is not ready.
Imperial Phoenix! The Phoenix Ray!
Brilliant control! Superb control!
I grant you a noble destiny.
Triple kill.
Please ban a hero. Your team is banning. Your team is picking.
The clouds are ever shifting, but this heart
enemy
remains
is picking.
steadfast. So, who's next?
Crowned by heaven's mandate,
Please pick a
my
hero.
legacy shall endure. Always on the way.
The enemy is picking.
Has awakened.
Please pick a hero.
Of imprisonment.
Some lessons need to be repeated.
Valor and royalty in a dead
The
body.
enemy is picking.
I am a daughter of Northern Vale. I swear to protect it till my last breath.
Welcome to Mobile Legends! 5 seconds till the enemy reaches the battlefield. Smash them! All troops deployed!
I won't accept anything short of absolute. Here comes the firepower. Victory's on me! My unit's always complaining about being left behind. Maybe I should. Fighting, killing!
First blood!
This'll earn me a shiny new medal. Invading jungle. I shall change the world as I see fit. I'll let my blaster do the talking.
Enemy reached level 4.
time to get serious.
Ally has been slain.
Solo kill. Enemy battle spell on CD.
Supply drop! The bold fear nothing! Starlight collapse!
Launch attack!
Ult is not ready. Ult is not ready.
An enemy has been slain.
Blast off!
Has been slain. Killing spree. Attack the turtle. An ally has slain the turtle.
I'll make them all look up to me one day. Literally.
Solo kill.
Mega kill.
Get back and fight!
Your team destroyed a turret.
My greatest accomplishment? Making Papa proud, of course.
Solo kill.
An enemy has been slain.
time to get serious.
Killing spree! Destroy the turret! Shut down!
Get back and fight!
Oh, you're not ready.
I think it's time to get serious.
ban a hero. Your team is banning. Your team is picking.
Mission completed!
The enemy is picking.
True love is like blood.
Hope will find a way, even when
Please
all
pick a
is
hero.
forlorn.
Fight! Fight for the ultimate answer.
Let them play the hero.
The enemy is picking.
I will be the truth this world desperately needs.
They call me a hero because I saved my nation from falling apart.
The hunt begins.
Please pick a hero.
I didn't cure the pain. I harness it.
Thorns remain,
The
should
enemy is
petals
picking.
fall.
Awaken, Dreadworm, the tyrant of wrath, and burn this wretched world!
Welcome to Mobile Legends! 5 seconds till the enemy reaches the battlefield. Smash them! All troops deployed! Request backup!
Greatness arouses envy, and envy begets betrayal. Mercy is for the obedient. I don't mind leaving the pathway from a rise to a fall. Once again, stepping into the light. Even time yields to me.
First blood. Enemy reached level 4.
He will wake up. I know it.
Gather up the turtle!
There is no good in evil.
Request backup. An enemy has been slain. You have been
Enemy
slain.
reached level 4.
Initiate retreat.
Dare stand against me.
An enemy has been slain. Double kill. Launch attack.
We're all cursed in one way or another.
An enemy has been slain. Enemy double kill.
I join, I win.
Enemy battle spell on CD.
An enemy has been slain.
And who suffered? The betrayed or the betrayer?
An enemy has been slain.
Whatever it takes.
An ally has slain the turtle. You have slain an enemy.
By taking them down with their tricks, I make them fulfill. I can still feel him. His warmth, heartbeat, his everything. By taking them down with their tricks, I make them fulfilled.
An enemy has been slain. Double kill. Ally has been slain.
dare stand against me?
Ult is not ready.
There is no good and evil. We are all cursed in one way or another.
Your team destroyed a turret. Your team destroyed a turret. Initiate retreat!
Once again, stepping into the light.
Launch attack! Destroyed a turret!
Solo kill! Superb control!
Ally has been slain. Ult is not ready.
I don't mind leading the Paxleys from a rise to a fall. Even past you.
An ally has slain Lord!
He will wake up. I know it. And who suffered? The betrayer or the betrayer?
Has been slain.
I can still feel him. His warmth, heartbeat, his everything. Greatness arises envy, and envy begets betrayal.
Has been slain. Ally has been slain. Your team destroyed a turret.
Superb control.
Killing spree. Enemy has been slain.
Mercy is for the obedient.
Victory!
I did.